Hey guys, welcome to Poor Man Mods. Today I'm finally going to be doing the differential float in my IS300. Now it is way overdue. The car has 205,000 miles on it, and it's totally my fault that I haven't done it since I've owned this car. And I've had this car for 30,000 miles now, and I haven't done it. And as far as I know, it's still original. So this fluid could be 205,000 miles old, and I looked at the drain and fill plug on the diff, and it looks like they have never been touched. So this stuff could be really nasty coming out. And I'm not going to cheap out. I'm going to be using this Redline gear oil. Now this does have the limited slip in it. And apparently if you use this Redline full synthetic 7590 NS, you don't need a limited slip additive, apparently. So if you're going to use this stuff, you don't need a limited slip additive, but if you're just using regular gear oil, mobile or conventional or whatever, you will need a limited slip additive. But this is really good stuff. The capacity is only 1.3 quarts, so really, if you were doing the limited slip additive, I think all you would need is that in a quart. Don't quote me on that though, but I have 2 quarts here. And yeah, we're going to do this. The only tool that you'll need is a 10mm Allen key, if you can even break it loose. These things are looking pretty nasty. So let's get under the car and see if we can break loose the fill plug first. I really hope we can. Okay, here is the fill plug on the car, and here's the drain. You need to grab yourself a big 10mm hex key, and that will be for both the fill and the drain. And it looks like my exhaust hangers are perfectly in the way, which is just awesome. So if you're having trouble getting the Allen key in there because it's super rusty, take a brush and clean out all the rust from inside the bolt. It is pretty nasty in there. And you want to work on the fill first, because if you get the drain out but you can't do the fill, you're fooked. So work on the fill first. Let's see if we can get this hanger out of the way. That's much better. Make sure you can get the Allen key all the way in there. You don't want this stripping. If you have to, give it a couple love taps with a hammer. Make sure it's all the way in. Time for the breaker bar. Moment of truth. Woo! I think I broke it loose. Oh yeah. All right, holy crap. It's filled up pretty good. Let's work on the drain. Pretty much same concept for the drain. Get as much rust out as you can. Spray with some penetrating lube. Make your life as easy as possible. Hammer it in balls deep, and then break it loose. Woo! Lord! All right, it's broken loose. Let's get the drain pan over here. Well, when you don't have one of those fancy shop, extendable drain pans, you can use a ladder and your normal drain pan and hope that it doesn't fall off. And in my case, it'll probably fall off. And here it comes. Whoa! It's not bad at all. What? When was this changed? It looks brand new. Some bitch must have did it right before I bought the car. Yeah, that fluid doesn't look that bad at all. It's not even black. I guess I'm impressed. Now we're going to take a break and let this thing drain. Okay, you can see some of the metal shavings on the drain plug. You want to clean this off before you reinstall it. Ideally, you'd want to replace the crush washer too, but I'm an idiot and did not get one. But now this can go back in the car. And then you want to torque this to 50 foot-pounds. Or with my torque specs, right about there. When it comes to filling this, there's a couple different ways you could do it. You could gravity feed it with a hose. You could use a power drill pump. But I'm going to use this push pump. It'll get the job done. It's quick and easy and cheap. Super easy. This takes 1.3 quarts, so we're going to do this whole bottle, and then with the next one we'll just do it until it overflows. Super easy with this pump. I'll have a link in the description to one of these pumps if you don't have one. Really does make it easy. And they're like, what, $7? Alright, quart change. Alright, she's overflowing. That should be good. Put the drain plug in. Oh yeah. Get our exhaust hanger back on. We're done, baby. We're done. Another thing I did to this car that really didn't need to be done because it was already done. But I guess it's a good thing having Redline, so not a bad thing that I did this. Alright guys, there you go. That's how you change the diff fluid in your IS300. All you'll need is a 1/2 inch 10mm hex key. You could try 3/8, but you're probably gonna need a breaker bar, so I just recommend a 1/2 inch 10mm hex key, breaker bar, and definitely one of those pumps will make it a lot easier. You can gravity feed it, but that's gonna suck. Those pumps make it so much easier. The internets said the capacity is 1.3 quarts. I used about 1.5 quarts. No big deal. So make sure you get yourself 2 quarts. And if you don't use the Redline fluid like I used, you will need the limited slip additive if you have a limited slip. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. And yeah, I'll see you next time. And maybe this fluid will last another 200,000 miles or 30,000, however old it is. So yeah, see ya.